Emily Barton opened the curtains and marveled at how much snow had fallen. The kids will love this, she thought, and sat in the armchair by the fireplace to wait for her friend Lisa Hamilton, who often visited her. Lisa was not just a friend, she was also running an orphanage that the Bartons had been helping. The fact was that Emily and her husband had a farm, which, thanks to their hard work, was bringing good income. Unfortunately, the woman's husband died just a few days before their 40th wedding anniversary. During their marriage, they had 3 children, Stephanie, Michael, and John. Unfortunately for the parents, none of their children continued the family business. Since then, Emily had hired a manager named Eric and started living alone and cope with all the problems by herself. When Lisa arrived, the elderly woman immediately began to ask her how things were in the orphanage. Lisa told her that they needed money to buy fruit for the children. "Of course I will help with that," said Mrs. Barton. "After all, if anything happens, I can only rely on you." "It's wrong that your children have completely forgotten about you," said Lisa. "I know, but I cannot do anything about it," the old woman answered with a sigh. "You can push them to get on the right path. It just needs a little drama," the woman said mysteriously. She told Emily about a plan that had recently formed in her head. After listening to her friend, Mrs. Barton said, "Well, maybe it will work." The next morning, the old woman felt unwell. She had a severe chest pain, so she called an ambulance. Fortunately, the doctors arrived in time and saved Emily. "You're very lucky. This heart attack could have killed you," the doctors told her. Upon learning of what had happened to her friend, Lisa immediately called Emily's children, but none of them came to their mother. However, when 2 days later the woman told them that Mrs. Barton had died, they arrived at her house after 6 hours. Eric, who was managing the farm, also came there. Trying not to look into each other's eyes, the children gathered to find out what they would get according to mother's will. They immediately began accusing each other of cheating, shouting and quarreling. The noise only stopped when Lisa said that they should say goodbye to their dead mother. To do this, they had to enter her room one by one. The kids pushed Eric forward. The room was dark, and the young man could barely see the body lying on the bed. He felt tears well up in his eyes. But when he took out the handkerchief, he heard a quiet voice. "You've always been very sentimental, Eric." He saw the woman get up from the bed. "You didn't die. You've been watching us all this time," he exclaimed. "Yes, I have. I'm sorry about this show, but I had to find out something," said Emily. "You're a good person and a good worker. Please take care of my children, especially John. He dreams of being a businessman, but he needs a good advisor. Now call him, but don't reveal our secret." When John came in, he nearly fainted when he saw his mother was alive. "Son, calm down, everything is fine. You're smart, but you lack confidence. Don't worry, Eric will help you. Please take care of Stephanie. She's beautiful but windy. Look after her, and God will thank you." Mrs. Barton's daughter entered next. Emily encouraged her and instructed her to look after her younger brother Michael. "Remember that you're one family, and only being together you can overcome everything," the woman said. When Michael appeared in the room, he had already figured out his mother's plan, so he was smiling. Mrs. Barton asked him to help his elder brother and sister, as well as Eric. After that, all the members of the Barton family gathered in the living room. The atmosphere was calm and peaceful. For the first time in many years, having talked heart to heart with their mother, the children were no longer interested what they would get later. They had already known that everything would be divided equally. And then Emily brought a huge cake to celebrate her resurrection and the family reconciliation.